I forgot my headphones. I got to go grab them quickly. Be right back. Pew 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 pew. What's up, everybody? What's up, everyone? Okay. So we are. Why can't I hear this? Why can't I hear this? Hmm. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay. So, gonna work on editing today. Um, I've been thinking a lot about this, and I just want to get something edited. I've been spending too much time on the sort of macro scale. I got to start putting something together. So we will look at this. We will reference this. One thing I'm thinking about doing, I want to move the landscaping part over. I'm thinking basically, oops, like putting these here. Okay. Now, so that means we can start with. Okay, what's going on here? This is getting wacky. This is a little wacky. Let's go like this. Let's go like this, so I can see this better. So what do we got here? I want to try and make.
Um, Either way, I'm going to start building the stations. So one of the things that I'm going to focus on for this build is I'm gonna embrace the jank. I'm trying to spend basically no money on this. The cable was like $100, and that's like the whole budget. So I bought a couple other things. I bought these little bracket things, which are a couple bucks. I got a bike.
So I got a bike. I've got a shot of me getting the bike.
I bought a couple other things. I bought these little bracket things, which are a couple bucks. I got a bike. It's smaller than I was expecting, but it was bike. It's smaller than I was expecting, but it was free on the side of the road. And I promise it was free. I didn't just steal a kid's bike. But it was free on the side of the road. And I promise it was free. I didn't just steal a kid's bike. But it was free on the side of the road. And I promise it was free. I didn't just steal a kid's bike.
Oh, one other thing we got to add to the Canva thing is so let's move this over. Let's move this like this. Measured hill. Okay.
Gosh, I haven't worked on a bike in like 10 years probably. Okay, there's one wheel. This can't be what I'm a big fan. Okay. So there we go. Not too. I'm just trying to get a strip of rubber. So I'm gonna start cutting along like this. I'm not even thinking right now. I'm just going for it. Okay. I've got this rubber strip.
Then we do the rubber strip. That's all good.
Sure. That goes around this. I might take this thing off. I don't think this is doing anything for me. Adjust things and like this. That's gonna go down the hill. I just put it on a drawer slide. And it's just like.
Okay, so then once we do that section, now the plan is get the shots of, was it this one? Boom.
So now I want to build the frame up top, and I want to build that on site. So I'm going to bring the computer.
And then we're going to have this thing, this shot. We can throw this shot here. That one looks pretty good too. We can throw that on. I'm just throwing everything on right now. Where's the one with the
Concrete foot. Bottom of the hill there.
Wait, where is that? I cut a whole little thing, didn't I? Is it here?
It's looped around. Except there is one thing that I'm really not looking forward to.
Okay, yeah, so let's take this. Let's cut that. Let's paste that here. That doesn't matter.
Except there.
And then I think I'm going to take this.
Except there is one thing that I'm really not looking forward to.
Boom.
Except there is one thing that I'm really not looking forward to. I've been dreading going down here. It's a pretty thick bush. There's definitely going to be ticks down there. But I got to clear the way for the gondola.
And then Steph's phone.
But I got to clear the way for the gondola.
Okay, so then I think what we'll do is we will move this shot here.
I've been dreading going down here. It's a pretty thick bush. There's definitely going to be ticks down there. But I got to clear the way for the gondola.
Then I'll say something like, if I'm going to go down here, blah, 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 I got to be prepared. And then we can cut in. Let's move this here. We can cut in our
Action. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the wrong side there. So this is the one.
Yep.
So dumb. So we're going to slow this down 60%. Oops. This is feeling good. I feel like we're actually getting some stuff done here. We're just going for it. I'm not making any like detailed decisions. Boom. And then we're going to take all the audio out of this.
I was.
Fucking hole. You can film this.
I am.
You can.
I think we can just cut straight to this, I think. Okay. Maybe I need a little bit of stepping into it. I don't know. Make that one slow. I'm not worried about making things too long right now because we can always cut this down. So annoying that happens. I hate that happens. Actually, I'm going to see if I can stop that. So right now, if I let a clip play to the very end, it just jumps to the beginning, which is really annoying. Let's see if that's a setting I can turn off. In Final Cut Pro X, is there a way? Final Cut Pro X, when I'm playing through the last clip on the magnetic bar, if I let the clip play out, the timeline jumps to the beginning of the project. How can I prevent it from jumping to the beginning? Yeah, got a few projects coming up. I don't know. I don't have ideas for them yet. And so I'm like panicking now because I'm not even done this video, and I'm already in a position where I need to start thinking about a couple new videos. I'm definitely not going to do something crazy. Okay, I have loop playback enabled. Keyboard shortcut press Command L. Menu bar, navigate to menu, view, playback, loop playback, uncheck it. Okay. View, playback. Yeah, okay, beautiful.
Good.
Nice.
Okay, that's good.
Oops. Okay. Then we grab the tape. We loop the tape around. Let's just grab that. Okay.
it. This, and then I'm gonna check it. Looks good. Okay.
I didn't do any of this cool. That's okay. That looks so bad. That's funny though. Like this is so long already, and it's not supposed to be this long. But we want this to be silly. Yeah, let's grab some of that. And then let's get some of pudding. Really struggling here with this.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I'll just go.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fun.
Okay. You can say it again.
This is starting to feel a little over.
Nice. And then we do some of this stuff. And then we start cutting. Oh, we're already at an hour into this. How? How is this an hour long already? Oh no, it's a minute? No, it's an hour. Holy cow. Oh, but there's so much extra stuff here. Ooh. We're just throwing everything on here, right? Boom. 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 Boom.
Action!
That sucked, and then we can go to phone footy, and let's get the same shots from here.
It's really hot.
And we can just pepper these throughout.
That's the service road. Down here. So. After.
I don't know if this is going to be useful video footage, but we'll throw it on there anyways. Okay, so that's going to be kind of the timeline right now. So obviously that is an insane amount of footage, and we're going to cut most of it out. I'm going to go pee quickly. almost considering just cutting all of this, right? I don't need any of this. Oh, we actually had a bunch of fun stuff, but I'm going to cut this. Boom. And then this is sort of our, we were finding fun clips.
In the shop, it was enough. I want to try and make.
So what I want to do is, I do want to basically kind of start. I'm feeling like it's hard for me to really understand the pacing of this video without having the intro done. So I wanted to get, oops. I wanted to get my intro. Oh gosh. I wanted to get my intro sort of laid down, just like the audio of it. So let's. I hate mice. I'm thinking I want things to be a little less like super scripted and a little more cash. So let's go here. Oh wait. Okay, just throw that in there. So I actually hate mice. That's what I'm thinking. So I actually hate mice. Specifically this species, the North American deer mouse. So I actually hate mice. Specifically this species, the North American deer mouse. They might look cute and small, but they are terrifying. So I actually hate mice. Specifically this species, the North American deer mouse. Okay, that feels pretty chill. They might look cute and small, but they are terrifying. And then, gosh, I got a bunch of news clips. Are they still on here? Desktop. I think, did I make a folder for it? That would be so nice if I did. That'd be so nice if I did. No, I didn't. Great. OBS, though. I grabbed them on OBS streams, I think. What up? That can't be it, though. This is just... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, great. So I took a whole big stream thing.
And summer cleaning may put you at risk for a deadly disease. The post-independent disease. And summer cleaning may put you at risk for a deadly disease. The Post-Independent reports public health officials want people to be aware of the dangers deer mice carry. Hantavirus is of the dangers deer mice.
That's a good line too.
Be aware of the officials want people reports public health.
Boom. We will use that one at some point.
Hantavirus is transferred to humans through dust contaminated with mouse droppings. Hantavirus is.
I just want the hantavirus part. And then we can scroll through this. Let's grab it.
For the first time this year, the hantavirus has. The first time this year, the hantavirus has.
Summer cleaning may put you at risk for a deadly disease.
The hantavirus.
And then where else?
After staying in tents like these earlier this summer, the California Health Department says a man and woman got hantavirus. The man died last month. Not concerned about the health warning.
Where else do they say it?
Deadly virus now confirmed in King County. Public health
So
officials say.
Okay, let's pull this forward.
Deadly virus now confirmed in King County. Public from Issaquah was hospitalized this month for hantavirus.
Boom. Boom.
Public health officials want people to be aware of the dangers deer mice carry. Summer cleaning may put you at risk for a deadly disease.
The hantavirus.
Hantavirus.
I don't know, but basically that. I don't want to spend any time on this right now. I just want to get that sort of pacing down. What happened? How has your YouTube group talked about copyright clearances for news clips? I have no idea. It should be fine. News is generally kind of chill. I actually did talk to quite a few people about this, and they all think that the news clips is fine, especially since I'm taking tiny little snippets and just using like a little bit of audio, and it's transformative. So we should be okay. So I actually hate mice, specifically this species, the North American deer mouse. They might look cute and small, but they are terrifying.
Summer cleaning may put you at risk for a deadly disease.
The hantavirus.
Hantavirus.
That's not actually the cut, but it's just going to be like that, kind of. And then, oh gosh, this whole war scene. I want to try and make a gondola system so that I can trap mice on the upper part of my property and transport them to the lower part of my property with minimal effort, and it'll be cute. And that's the whole idea. kind of funny. I almost want to use this clip somehow. Just like scale it up. There's got to be an easier way to scale this. Can I just crop this? That's probably how I do it, isn't it? Crop. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so much easier. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna look this up. How can I reframe a clip in Final Cut Pro without having to play with the position and scale sliders so much? It's very difficult when I want to say crop a clip using only the bottom left quarter of the frame, but when I adjust the scale, it scales from the center of the frame, so I have to constantly switch between adjusting scale and position. I mean, hopefully that's enough for it to understand, right? Because every time I want to just make this the frame, but if I scale it, it scales it out, so then I have to keep moving it over and keep moving it over. It's really annoying. It's really annoying. I guess I could probably center this as best as I can. No, see, it doesn't even matter. So I want to see what I can do. So I can basically just be like, put this, reframe a clip without wrestling scale. Use crop tool. It automatically handles the math to scale and center. At the crop button, or you see trim, crop, Kimberns, click crop, drag the box, press return, done in the right of the viewer. What? Oh, crop. Ah, there we go. Okay, amazing. So I did do it right. I just hit trim. I want to try and make a gondola system so that I can trap mice on the upper part of my property and transport them to the lower part of my property with minimal effort, and it'll be cute. And that's the whole idea. Kind of dig that, but hello. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, like it's not gonna. I don't think it'll be a big deal. I'm okay. So since you guys are here now, I didn't go anywhere yesterday. I was here and I was working on this, but I was so like bouncing between things. I just didn't have an opportunity to sit down for long enough to actually do a stream. But I was fixing things, and I tried to test the gondola one more time, and it had a catastrophic failure again. I installed one of those roller things that we made, or that we designed the day before, to keep it onto the try to keep it onto the track, and honestly, it didn't fall off the track where that roller was, but the roller itself wasn't really working. So the issue is the cables like this. Actually, let me explain this with this. So the cables like this, and the roller thing it works, but if it's not perfectly aligned, it just sits on top. It doesn't slide in. So I think it's kind of useless. So I designed this one instead, and I think this is going to work way better, but I still need to do a little bit of work on it. It's not a roller, it's literally just a little channel. What I did notice when I was playing around with the cable down there, so I noticed two things. The towers that I built originally had 2 sets of rollers, so I had 4 wheels on each side. Those are the towers that the cable falls off every time. The cable has never once fallen off of the new towers I built that only have the 2 rollers. So that's an interesting data point. Unfortunately, you are well ahead of me on this stream. I'm going to come find you. Unfortunately, it's not really, there's not a scenario where I can just take the rollers off of those initial towers, because they're on a little pivoting thing and you need the 2 to balance it. So I am going to try to incorporate this. Now, what's really interesting is when I was kind of fitting these guys on there and just trying things out, I was playing around with the cable, and I realized when it's in tension and when there isn't a gondola on either side of the tower, so like maybe the gondola is way further down or it's way further up, the cable takes the tiniest amount of force to lift it up, and then once it's lifted up off the wheels, it just can move anywhere. And then what I noticed too is, like, if you add like a little bounce to the cable, it'll kind of just float above the wheels. So something like this works really well, because all this does is it allows the cable to go up and down, but it doesn't allow it to go side to side, and that's totally fine. As long as it doesn't go side to side, it can go up and down as much as it wants, because then it'll just keep landing back on the rollers. So I'm thinking something like this will work better. This is still not quite right. I think I have to cut this at an angle. Or something. But the only problem with this system is it'll prevent, you won't be able to go backwards. So the direction of the gondola is set once I install these. Now I could, flip these or whatever, but I need to have this working. I don't want to spend any more time on this. I just need to finish this, and I need to get this working. And I think, the end of the video, it's not going to be, here's my perfect solution for this. This worked amazingly. I'm going to use this forever now. The end of the video is going to be much more like, I barely got this to work. It was way harder than I expected. There's so many things I would do differently if I were to do this again. I would like to fix some of these things, but we'll see. If the video does well, then it might be worth actually doing a video where I'm fixing some stuff. But anyways, that was the one thing I was dealing with yesterday. And then the second thing is because I had the 2 sets of gondolas, so I had 2 and 2, and they were at opposite sides, and because you can't operate the gondola without the gondolas on the hangers, because if you take the gondola off the hangers, the cable clamp piece hangs down and then doesn't interact with the rollers and the bull wheel correctly, and so issues happen. So as a result, I've just been leaving the gondolas outside hanging on this thing, and I went out yesterday and I noticed everything's warped. All the hangers and stuff, they've all started bending like a lot, and the gondola was never designed to sit on the cable that long, and I didn't think about that when I did the 2 and 2 gondola thing. So I had to heat those hangers back up and rebend them back. They're not great. It's not ideal. They're probably weaker now, and it's just they don't look as good, but it's fine. It didn't really affect the look of it too much. But clearly I need something better there. And so I'm going to have to include something in the video about how, like, PLA's like the worst material I could have used for this, but I just had a lot of PLA and I didn't have the budget to get some of the crazy material for this video, but maybe in the future I'll change those things out for better material that can actually withstand the weather. But and it was so hot yesterday. It was insanely hot yesterday. It's going to be insanely hot again today. I don't want to do any of that today. Tomorrow I'm going to go down. I'm going to cut all the gondolas off the hangars, and I'm just going to perfect the system without any gondolas on it first. One other thing that I did yesterday is the cable now has fallen off of the rollers at the top station. So the roller's directly mounted to the top station. It's fallen off of that too many times now. It fell off a couple times, and I was like, okay, maybe that's just like a weird coincidence. Something weird happened. One of the times Steph said she might have knocked it or whatever. So I was like, okay. But then if that's where we had a catastrophic failure yesterday. The gondola totally fell. Everything crashed. Everything got destroyed. It's all off at the bottom. And I realized looking at it that it's still, the top station still wasn't aligned properly. And actually the rollers that sit at the top were tilted like this. So I spent the time yesterday to fix the tilt on the roller part of the tower, and I re-aimed it. So I think it's a lot better now. I'm pretty confident that that's going to fix all the issues of the gondolas falling off at the top station. So, all that being said, very frustrating day yesterday. And then on top of that, I've got new videos I need to start working on. At least the planning stage, and I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I'm like, I'm feeling very, very kind of like intimidated by all of this right now. I'm very intimidated by how much footage I need to sort through. I'm wondering if a lot of the sort of like extra creative stuff that I was planning I'm going to be able to do, but we'll see. Tuning one note. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's probably a similar level of frustration. Sorry, I've been talking, I haven't been reading. I wonder if you could add some wood for rigidity. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut all the gondolas off. I'm gonna perfect the cable situation. Make sure the cable works perfectly. While it's running, I'll like knock it and stuff, try and like really figure out where the issues are. Do this in like more of a scientific way. I just got to get it done. And then once I do that, I'm only going to install 2 gondolas, and that's it. There's not going to be counter gondolas. There's not going to be additional gondolas. It's just going to be the 2. If the motor has an issue with that, then maybe I'll install, instead of another gondola, I'll install just like a counterweight thing. But I'll have to then design something new for that, and like I'm just like getting so I'm getting real stressed about this. But it's too hot to do anything today. I just need to get some progress done on the actual video. My goal today is just to try and cut together roughly as much of the live footage as we can up until this point in the process. And then, yeah, that's the plan. Definitely, yeah. And I feel like, you know, I've already started cutting all this stuff together, and I think it's going to go together pretty quick, like just a rough draft. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I just need to like put my head down and just start going at it. I've got to stop thinking conceptually for a second. I just need to get some stuff done. I often get stuck in this like feeling of, you know, I need to have this grand plan before I go for it. But I think the key right now is to stop thinking about these details and just get the bulk of it done. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh. Yeah, I don't need to show. Okay, so then I'm going to not do the whole arrow thing. I'm going to do this. Show this. Show trying to throw it down there. Actually, I think this will be fun. This will be a fun thing to include. Because I did that, and then I ended up just having to go down. But I didn't hear if you answer, what do you do about copyright clearance for news clips? Does your Tuesday? Yeah, it should be fine. I did ask a few people about it, and everybody thinks that just like cutting up some really quick news clips is going to be totally fine. It's transformative. Obviously, it's not. I'm not just jacking the content. I'm using it. And news clips in general are kind of more easily referenced than, you know, like a movie clip or something like that. Are you feeling very interactive, or do you just want to know because we can body double without being super chatty? I'm fine. I'm down to chat. I just might get into a zone. And so if I do, just yeah, I'm just in a zone. So I'm thinking what I say here, but at least I could then try and measure the thing. So I used a string, tried to throw it down, tried to shoot it down. None of that worked. So I ended up having to just walk down. Yeah, so I ended up having to just walk down. And then once it was down there, we, just for fun, sent something down the hill. I don't know what clip that is, but we'll do it. We gotta throw some dusty shots in there. And then, is that, yeah. We got our string, and then I measured. Little shrimp, throw that little shrimp in there. Okay. Did we get anything else? Oh, so I actually got the bike after I did all this. Girl child is working on her first counted cross stitch project. It's a stretch for fine motor, but she can do it. It's just a matter of being okay with not being immediately good at something. I told her if you can keep going, so good. Aw, that's awesome. If you're intending to show the footage you're looking at, it's not currently on screen. Oh, I'm so sorry. Beep. Okay. And then I'll mention this is where let's just throw this here. And then with the length of the cable figured out, or with the length of the path figured out, I was finally able to order 500 feet of cable, which is the most expensive part of this entire project. Just throw that on there. Okay, so that was July 12th. And then phone footy. What happened next? Here, the deer. Live streams. So July. Oh gosh, I wish these live streams were labeled in the proper date that they were actually streamed in. That would be way nicer. Okay, constructing the second tower. Let me check my timeline here. Okay, so what ended up happening here? I built the top station in situ, installed the bottom station, counterweight system with Dan. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to say I installed the top station, because while I was waiting for the cable to arrive, I installed the top station. Okay, well, while I was waiting for the cable to arrive, I installed the top station. Oh my gosh. annoying. Why won't you let me drag this longer? What am I supposed to do here? This is frustrating me. I'm getting so frustrated. Okay. Did you ever think about attempting to 3D print the cable? I've seen some people making ribbons, and so I wondered. No, I did not. Yeah, the cable was the one thing I wasn't going to compromise on because I knew... I mean, I'm so happy to because this cable has gone through so much abuse now. And it has some nicks and stuff in it that don't look great, but it still works, still holding up. So I've got this whole stream on here. We'll cut this real quick. And does this end with me? Yeah. Built the top station. And then we start printing. We start designing and printing the gondolas. I'm just going to throw this whole stream on here.
And I
And I'll try, you know what? Let's throw. Where was the initial gondola designing? Videos. We can just say that we can just do like this. We don't need to do the rollers.
add a little bit of a chamfer.
Yeah, and then we start printing that stuff. And I think this is where I will start to explain. So at this point, I'm definitely a coffee guy. I do love tea though, but for some reason every time I have tea, I'm like, oh, I should do this only. But then I end up just drinking coffee. But I am fueled by sparkling water for sure. I'm definitely not opposed to a second cup of coffee. I do love iced coffee. Iced coffee is so good. Okay, so then I'm going to say basically, while I was waiting for the cable to arrive, I decided to start working on designing the gondola. Now, the gondola has a few specific design challenges. It needs to double as a trap, and then I also need a way to release the mice at the bottom of the gondola. Okay, so we'll just throw that in there. And then yeah, too much coffee can be a problem for sure. Okay, so after this whole stream, then we do the prototype.
For being bitch. Or I would gondola them. Straight into my I don't know.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw that on there. Oh, I already did that. Okay, that whole stream is. Nice, okay. And then after this, the cable arrives. Orange juice and coffee? Orange juice and coffee? Or tea? Are you talking about tea now? It's so confused. No. Whoa, that sounds wild. I'm interested. Oh, okay, so we can throw some of these clips on here. Ooh, that's a good. Okay, we'll save those. Steph's phone? What happens in Steph's phone? No. ZVE outdoor. iPhone bottom. No. Phone footy. I'm going to try that. I've told her I'm calling the police, but she persists. I've had it, and it's good on very hot days. Just not as heavy. That's wild. I feel like that would clash so hard. All right, and then it was time to go to the bottom of the hill and install the towers. Okay. Okay. Holy. Yeah, getting a lot done today. That's the stream we want. Okay, so I'm thinking
Okay. So
this is the tower, and then we go through here. We design the actual gondola. And then we print it. And that works. And then okay, and then we install the bottom thing. That's great. And then this is where we get our that clip. Getting a lot done today. I'm assuming you're going to want this whole thing. Cable tension. Building the roller frames. And then oh my gosh. Okay.
Up. It is a little bit dicey, like this. Their cable. Down to that.
Okay. And then this is where
this luggage week.
I use this to measure. Start tensioning it.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just, give me 1 second, I'm just...
Huh.
Because it just occurred to me, my original design called for a much bigger wheel than this.
Throw this on there.
Quite tight. It's time to go salvage a motor.
It's time to go salvage a motor. And then obviously we get it from this boy. We get it from this boy.
Dick's hole. Sag. Was way down at the bottom. I pulled that up.
Okay, and then oh gosh, there's a lot here. Okay, this is all the motor stuff, isn't it? Oof. Oh my god, that's splicing the cable, isn't it? How am I so far down already? Makes me not want to add it. So I'm kind of like leaning towards doing one red one, two blue ones, or one blue one, two red ones. Okay, wait, I gotta check my timeline. So, design and print relief mechanism, tested relief mechanism with success, printed roller prototype, created cable tensioning mechanism, built and installed top roller frame, had to temporarily re-aim top station, test gondola over rollers, decided to build. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna test to see if it can go over the wheels.
Okay, so
These titles are hilarious.
where's my little thing?
Okay, we got the.
I can show you what it not. That's true, I suppose. I like the tight camera crop.
Okay, what's even happening here? Pairing the motor.
That's a good idea. Grand Theft Auto's cool. All right. All right. Let's
I think it was like that.
I have all that. We are just going for it. We're back. We're back. So it's actually cooled down quite a bit. I'm just gonna build another one of those frame things because we're gonna do that on the bottom. So I'm gonna turn this. I'm not gonna spend so much time to like set the camera up and everything.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just trying to get everything on the timeline. Currently, this video, if I were to release this video as is, it's 14 hours long. 14 and a half hours long. So I'm going to have to cut quite a bit, to say the least. Okay, preparing the motor. Refining the gondola cars. Why is that the next one? I wonder if I should do a super, super long cut of this. I wonder if that would be worth doing. Because sometimes super, super long videos actually do really well. Wait, where's the part where I install the motor on the actual thing? Yeah. Where's the part where I actually install the motor on it? Refining the gondola cars. Gosh, I'm so confused. I honestly wish I could just download all the streams, just lay them out, and then just cut from them. Splicing the cables next, but that doesn't make sense because I spliced the cable after I installed the motor. Setting up the laser cutter. Did I not download that stream? Yeah, okay. I don't have that stream or something. Oh, wait. No, here it is. Here it is. What's that? Hank? Here it is. So where is this? Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. Oh my god, and I gotta do the whole hub thing too. Sprockets live stream. Okay. Right, so this was the one. Sprockets live stream. Holy cow, this is a long one. I kind of regret not doing the video that way, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Do I actually want cheese, or am I just craving salt? I do love a good salt, cheese salt. Cheese salt's like a special kind of salt. Do I get it to work in this stream, though? I can't seem to scroll far enough. Yeah.
Is that there?
Okay, and then we splice the cable. Part of me wants to start this all over and just get all of the live streams down first. Kind of stressed about that. I'm gonna do it. I'm actually gonna do it. This is sort of. It's not gonna be a big deal. I'm just gonna go new project, and I'm gonna call this actual timeline. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna grab the live streams, and I'm just gonna place the full live streams. How do I select? Okay, see, this is annoying too. In Final Cut Pro X, let's say I have a 2-hour long clip I want to drag into the timeline, but I had previously selected a section of that clip, and now I can't grab the entire clip without slowly highlighting the whole thing. This might seem like a setback, but I think this is actually going to be a really strong way. And I think now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not going to mess around with the timeline because I jump around so much naturally. I'm just going to stick to the actual timeline of what we did. You can instantly fix this using a single keyboard shortcut rather than manually dragging. Clear the selection, Option X. Click the clip in your browser and press Option X. Nice. Alternatively, click the clip and press X. Oh, okay. So let's talk about the gondola for a moment. And I'm going to pull up my actual channel here. View my channel. And we're going to scroll down. And we're going to scroll back up. Let's talk about the gondola for a moment. Planning the gondola build. I didn't download that though. Can I look at the streams like this? Yeah. Okay. Planning the gondola build. Cable splicing test. I didn't do that. Cable splicing test. I didn't download that. Packaging the gondola video. No. Garage cleaning session, no. Overthinking everything, no. Designing the gondola stations, no. Constructing the gondolas. What? Oh, yeah, okay, I see. Okay, great. Constructing the gondola stations. Building the gondola stations continued. This is the way to do this. We're just going to get it all. We're going to get the whole timeline built. Building the gondola stations. No, what? Continued. Oh yeah, this is only a 16-minute one. Building the gondola stations. Continued again. Preparing the gondola for printing. I didn't do that. I didn't download that one. Wrapping up the gondola towers. Okay. Printing. Wrap. Getting a lot done today, 1. Getting a lot done today, 2. I should have more. I should have more than this. Yeah, I do have more than this. So which one's which? That's the annoying thing. So let's go like this. Let's go like this. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's grab this whole clip. Yes. Let's grab this whole clip. This is the short one. Yes. And then this is the other one. Yes. So these are 3 independent ones. Okay. So which one starts with me? I'm going to open this link in a new tab. Yeah, this is the one that starts here. Right? Starts with me looking at the thingies. Yeah, that's the one. And then, so looking at the timeline, we do that one, we do the next, we do the short one, and then we do the long one. Okay, that's great. And then building the roller frames. A live stream build session. I should have renamed these. I should have retitled these before. Right? That's what I'm going to do next time. Wait. Building the roller frames, building the roller frames, building the roller frames. I only have 2. I only have 3. Oh my gosh. I'm so confused. Getting a lot done today, getting a lot done today. We did those. And then building the roller frames, building the roller frames, building the roller frames. So there's 3 of these. This is also one. So there's one kind of shorter one that's in between. So that's got to be this one. And then which one? Okay, so this one starts out with like tapping some stuff. This one starts out with more shop stuff. So this one starts out with tapping some stuff. This one starts out with some tapping. No, what? Which is the one that starts with me just walking right into the shop? Is that? No, that's not. It just picks its own thumbnail. That's so annoying. Okay, so this one starts with me. None of them start like that. Oh no, this one starts with that. Okay, good. Hold on. Why didn't I retitle these? Okay, good. Okay, so this is the correct order. Preparing the motor. We have 2 preparing the motors. These are the same. What? I missed one. Okay, so this one starts out with putting my headphones on. That's got to be this one, right? Yeah. And then there's a second one I never downloaded, it appears. So let's go download that. God, I am very stressed out about all this. There's so much. Hold on, they both start exactly the same, so I need to be sure I know which one's which. So this is the first one.
Friends. This is the week. This is the week where everything working.
Okay.
Friends.
Okay, so that's the first one. So it's the second one I don't have. Oddly enough. Download. What? Preparing. Download. Live stream. I'm going to call this live stream 2. Go to the live stream. Save. Okay, that's downloading. Let's take a little minute here. Good to see you on here. If you're that frustrated, is it worth it to start over with what feels right instead of giving into? That's exactly right. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just catching up on these chats here. Can you retroactively caption them and then have Gemini crawl through the captions to help you build a rough timeline? I could. I don't think I'm gonna do that though. Maybe also could help filter out unrelated chit chat. Write that down. Next time you're going to more accurately label your live streams with dates. Yes, 100%. You should also number them first in the title so that you can easily put them. Yeah, this is why I like sort of overall kind of feeling of improvement when I do all this stuff, because every time I do a video I'm learning new stuff, and this is like one of those big things. When there's this much content to sort through, that becomes so important. Okay, so now we have that on here, so we can grab that clip, desktop, Gondola live streams, preparing the stream. I'm just gonna drag this right in. Okay, and let's get back to it. Preparing. Sprockets live stream. Sprockets live stream. And then refining the gondola cars 1, refining the gondola cars 2. Yeah, 2 hours. Oh. Okay, I can use the timestamps here to match up to the one that's on YouTube. So that's a great option. So 1 hour 14 on this one. Constructing the second tower, 51 minutes. Yes. Oh, that's the way to do it. I can't believe I didn't think about that. Constructing the second tower, 3 hours. Yeah. Splicing the cable, 57 minutes. Splicing the cable, 28 minutes. Setting up the laser cutting, 2 hours to 8. Laser cutting 1-8. Laser cutting 3 hours. First full gondola test run. Fixing some things 7 minutes. Why do I have a 7-minute stream? Fixing some things 1 hour 34. Fixing some things 21. Finalizing the build 227. Oh, this is so much better. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't think about that. Finalizing the build 107. Turns out I am streaming today 213. Turns out I am streaming today 58. Wiring up the motor. Wiring up the motor, wildfire update. Wrapping up the control box. Finishing the upper tower. Catastrophe. Catastrophe. Fixing the towers 218. Huh? Oh, I have 2 of the same ones and I'm missing 1. So I'm missing fixing the towers 218. Okay, good to know. Fixing the towers. $218. Download. Save. 2. Luke, my YouTube buddy, he's doing the whole Claude thing. I really want to avoid using too much AI in this. I think that's a really good use for it, and I probably will incorporate that in the future. But I just... We're at 21 hours on this video. I'm actually really... True. I kind of dig that. And I can make this a long video. Little creative things like at the beginning. I'm almost wondering if I want to just like... Yeah, I'll have to pepper something. Cool video. I think this could be a really great way to... Of having the most true representation of what actual build of this. I don't need to artificially come up with ways to jump around. It happened in real life. So there's going to be a lot of variety and irrelevant stuff. All this sort of like, yeah, it's fine. I don't need to talk about it so much. I got to pee again. And grab another water. I'll be back. Okay, so preparing. Oh yeah, this is just designing the hub. I think that's why I ended up not downloading it initially, but just gonna put it in there anyways. Wait, where? Catastrophe. No. No, that's wrong. It's fixing the towers is what I want. Fixing the towers. 218. I mean, that's got to be the one, right? Oh yeah, this was a good one too. Fixing the towers 218. And then fixing the towers 134. And then fixing the towers. Hold on, I keep messing this up. I gotta go like this. Yeah, fixing the towers 343. Okay, that looks right. Great. Final gondola tweaks 127. Final gondola tweaks 37. These are like titled so poorly. This is not what's happening at all in these streams. Final gondola tweaks 42. Final gondola tweaks 3 hours and 1. I didn't do need more towers. Ugh. Did I not? Like, how am I missing? I guess I'm just sloppy with my downloads. So need more towers. Ugh. Has to be downloaded. Let's download that. Boom. For later, since you're focused on this right now, I've heard you say or show you like the Canva planning tool. You should keep a detailed step order as you go, number your streams, and change titles accordingly. Yeah. This is where this is where my like laziness and stubbornness really shows. There's so much planning stuff that I should do, and I know I should, and I want to get better at it. But in this, like, I'm feeling stressed. I don't know how to incorporate. It's probably a flaw. Like, I could probably get myself out of panic mode. Well, I'm definitely going to be asking you guys for help with remembering certain things. But right now, all I need to do is just get this put together in the proper timeline. And we're just about there. Because I've got need more towers, and then testing the new motors or new towers. Boom. Integration hell 1 hour. Boom. Integration hell 18. And then ironing out the kinks. And this is all I've downloaded so far because everything else is more storyboarding, although I could probably do fixing the cable issues. I'll download that one as well. Download. Fixing the cable issues. And then okay, you know what? You're right. Let's actually do this because I can do this really easily. So we can go like this. Because the problem is when I download these, so we're going to go and put the at least dated properly, so I'll be able to use that. So let's talk about the gondola for a moment. Was June 28th. And here's what we're going to do instead. Oh, that's annoying. Well, I'll just reference. I have the dates on here. Let's talk about the gondola for a moment. So now let's go through the iPhone footage and we'll do the same thing. So, wait, what is this one? It looks to planning the gondola build. Is that short? No, I did this wrong. There we go. Planning the gondola build. Okay. So now we can go phone footy. One. Hey. Heat you up anything to eat or anything? Do you want a piece of pizza? Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, that would be awesome. Thank you. That's okay. Okay. So now I'm just going to simply drag all of the phone footage. So June 29th. So the planning, let's talk about the gondola was June 28th. Planning the gondola build was June 29th. So we can throw this after that. Maybe I'll do it before. I'll throw all the phone footage beforehand. And then July 2nd was whatever this is. So where's July 2nd? That would be... Okay, then that can just go after planning the gondola build. And then July 3rd is packaging the gondola video, so obviously that doesn't matter. I'm probably not even going to use any of this stuff, but that goes there. Constructing the gondola stations is July 13th, so all of this stuff happens before. Oh, you know what? We can go to our other project. And I'm just going to copy what I already cut for this because I think I got a good enough kind of this, all of this, and all of this. And then I can copy this, go to actual timeline, and we'll pop this in right here. Boom. Okay. Excellent. That's feeling quite good. And then we can go back to phone footy. Constructing the gondola stations happened on July 13th. So we've got all that. We've got all that. July 10th, July 11th. We've got all that in here. July 12th. Let's put that in there. Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Got some za. So much feta on it. So much feta on it. So then we construct the gondola stations July 13th. We build the gondola stations July 14th. Building the gondola stations. Preparing the gondola for printing. I didn't download that, did I? But that's okay. Wrapping up the gondola towers. So let's just grab this and this and put that here. Wrapping up the gondola towers was July 15th. Printing some gondola things July 15th. Building the prototype gondola July 16th. So this is July 16th. I mean, I don't need the clouds and stuff. Boom. Wrapping up the gondola prototype was July 20th. So we can go like this. Oh, and all of this. Boom. I didn't do designing the cable rollers. I should probably put that in there. I should probably download this one, I guess. Okay. So, this is all in hindsight now. Easier. Yeah, exactly. But I do feel like this is the right thing we're doing here. Oh my God, there's so much fat on this. I'm gonna have to think of some. I'm tempted to do a super long cut, like a 5-hour video. Okay. So designing, where does that one go in the timeline? Wrapping up the gondola prototype and then designing the cable rollers. Boom. Okay. So wrapping up the gondola prototype was July 19th. Designing is July 22nd. So then this stuff happens before that. Boom. July 23rd. That's fine. And then we were getting a lot done today was all July 24th. And then building the roller frames was July 25th. So we can grab all of July 25th here. Boom, 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 boom. All of July 25th goes there. Building the roller frames. Building the roller frames, drive. Okay, and then preparing the motor for stream was July 28th. So we can throw all of this here. And then all of this can go here. And then July 29th was the Sprockets live stream. So let's grab the Sprockets clips here. Let's pop them in there. July 29th. Okay. Refining the gondola cars was also July 29th, one of them, 218. Then the next refining the gondola cars was July 30th. So let's grab all of these. This goes in between these two refining videos. And then July 30th is constructing the second tower, and then splicing the cable is next. And so obviously we have all of these splicing clips that we're going to throw in. Oh God, that's annoying. So this goes before splicing, yeah. Boom, splicing the cable. And then setting up the laser is July 31st. I don't have any iPhone clips in between there. Laser cutting and designing crucial components is where August 1st. August 1st. Okay. Laser cutting. First full gondola test. Fixing some things is August 4th. So that's all of this stuff. Holy cow, this is crazy. Fixing some things. Finalizing the build August 5th. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom. August 6th. Turns out I am streaming today. August 7th. Wiring up the motor. August 9th. Wiring up the motor. Wildfire update. August 10th is the control box build. August 11th is finishing the upper tower. August 11th is catastrophe. August 12th is fixing the towers. Lots of footage here. Fixing the towers. Final gondola tweaks is August 14th. August 15th is the last final gondola tweak. Ooh, lots of footage here too. Ooh, lots of footage here. Holy cow. And that seems to be the last of the iPhone footage that I have uploaded. Okay. And then we do the same with Steph's phone. So, July 9th. This is wild. July 9th. Okay, so that's after the planning. Going a bit. Oh, we actually have all this. We've done all this already. I've already kind of cut that. July 10th. I've already cut that. July 11th. Constructing the gondola stations. Okay, I've got 11th and 12th. So now July 21st. So after wrapping up the gondola prototype, so printing some gondola things, wrapping up the gondola prototype is July 19th. And it's before designing the cable rollers. So July 21st. July 25th, there's some stuff. What happened July 25th? Building the roller frames. It's the first. Building the roller frames. July 30th. Refining the gondola cars, July 30th. Okay. August 15th. Final gondola tweaks. Final gondola tweaks is August 15. That's just a picture. Okay, that's fine. August 16th, need more towers. Ugh. August 17th, integration hell. Okay, there's that. And now we've got the ZVE 10 footage. That's all fine. So August 16th is need more towers. Ugh. August 16th is need more towers. Ugh. Honestly, I know I can put this here probably. August 17th. Wait, need more towers. Ugh is August 16th. Testing the towers, yeah. Integration hell's August 17th. Okay. August 18th. Ironing out the kinks. August 19. Ironing out the kinks. Okay. And then we can throw fixing cable issues here. And then ZVE 10 laser. This is mostly in a couple days. August 10th. Wrapping up the control box. Okay, that was all one day. Nice. Okay, I think that's all the footage I have right now. Wait, I'm so confused. What is this telling me? Is this 4 days? I'm pretty confused about this. I think that might be 4 days. I don't understand. Go to Jim. trying to understand what the clock is saying here. How long is this video? Okay, no, 11 hours. So 21 hours, 22 hours.
To one of our older string designs.
Oh, it starts over.
Because remember, we also improved the shelf on this. Catching some mice tonight.
Oh my god, I didn't catch any mice.
If I can get like a few successful tests in a row done, I'll feel pretty good about that. And if I would, comes in and actually like kind of hugs this.
Okay, it starts over at 24 hours.
What I just did there.
So we have 28 hours footage. Embroidery floss? I really appreciate you guys hanging out, even though I'm like kind of being crazy right now. I think this is the only way I can edit this video. I was struggling so hard. The thought of having to sift through 28 hours of footage every time I needed a specific clip, it just wasn't going to work. And then to try and like craft a new story when there's a full story right here didn't make sense. So now that we have this, I'm just going to go through and like literally just pick a few seconds out of each one, basically. And I want to try and capture thread you can use for needle crafts. I didn't know it was called embroidery floss. So we're just going to go through and chop away, and it won't reduce the visual overwhelm. Yeah, I know that. I know that feeling. What I want to try and do is I want to try and craft this whole story in a way that I can use the least amount of voiceovers, because I was talking so much throughout the video or throughout the live streams. I'm thinking I was explaining it mostly pretty thoroughly throughout, and I think that's going to make for a better video. I don't know. Voiceovers is kind of a nice way to really summarize things and get things done fast, so good, I'm glad. What time is it? It's noon.
This doesn't have to be as edited of a video, I'm thinking. I kind of feel like people will appreciate a pretty... I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna talk about it so much. I'm just gonna finish this pizza. And then oh god, this has been a slog of a video, that's for sure. I can't do this again. Not for a while, anyway. Oh, okay. We are gonna start chopping. Yeah, pretty much. Press L twice. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that. L. So we can go like this. We can go L. That I would actually do. This isn't like I think this. Okay. Okay. I'm using the item very slow. Okay. Has food. Feel better. Feel vicious. Feel vicious. Oh, better. But right now, I'm feeling vicious. Boron drum. That is not what it's from. Okay. Let's pop this open as a full screen, baby. Full screen. Restart this capture. You can see how Canadian I am. So, now I'm feeling vicious. Earlier today I was on stream and we were kind of talking about, I need to be faster at making content. I need to be more interesting. Now I'm feeling vicious. Earlier today I was on stream and we were kind of talking about, I need to be faster at making content. I need to do more interesting things. And then I was talking to my buddy, who's a YouTuber, and he was mentioning how he stopped spending so much time on crazy projects and is really focusing on efficiency. And yeah, I totally agree. And I'm gonna abandon all of that right now because right now because and right now I'm going to abandon all that right now because I do have an idea that I think... I'm going to abandon all that right now because I do have an idea that I think is crazy. And I've already mentioned it on this channel before. I kind of just want to walk through, since I want to show my ideation process, I can show also my validation process as well. And so, the plan is, I want to try and make a gondola system so that I can trap mice on the upper part of my property and transport them to the lower part of my property with minimal effort, and it'll be cute. And that's the whole idea.
So I'm thinking the rest of this doesn't matter.
Cute, but a way that it is possible.
I'm thinking the rest of this doesn't matter. Oh, you know what? Before I go crazy on this, I'm gonna gondola video actual timeline, duplicate project as, actual timeline, cut down. Wait, what? Oh no, that's right. Oh no, that's right. Okay. Sorry.
Now that I'm feeling vicious.
Now that I'm feeling vicious? What did I just say?
So, alright, you can see how Canadian I am. So, now that I'm feeling vicious, you know, earlier today I was on stream and we were kind of talking about
Okay. And then we're going to cut this.
And that's the whole idea. So this is the spot. I've got a footing right there and a footing right there. And so I'm going to build my structure there. And if you look closely, you can see the bottom of the hill there. So I don't think there's going to be any trees specifically in the way. I'm just going to obviously have to clear it and then figure out the proper slope and whatnot. Not a priority. I'll do that as kind of a selly once I get proper video made. So
I love the yellow flowers. They're all gone now.
talked a lot about the gondola video yesterday. I'm feeling quite good about it. I feel like it's the way to go. I've pitched the idea to the people that need to know. And so I'm just waiting for a response, but I'm going to frame structure that's going to hold my design of like the frame structure that's going to hold my I feel like I kind of already have the main design of like the frame structure that's going to hold my bicycle wheel, which will be the bull wheel of the lift. These pulleys, I'm probably going to 3D print them.
I don't think I really need any of this, if I'm being honest.
Sort of control it as I go down, just to make sure. So obviously somehow have to figure out how to trap them in here. it's not enough to keep them 100% from coming back.
Yeah, I don't think I need any of this. So what if we just yeeted that?
So this is where we're going to be constructing the actual top part of the gondola.
So I can get rid of this because I think
So this is where we're going to be constructing the actual top part of the gondola. You can see there's a mount where there's a big concrete footing here. And then there's another two.
You're right, I actually could just speed these up. I could just speed these up. So in this case, I don't need any of this, obviously. This is me talking about. That.
So, Matthias, I just want.
What was I even doing here? I might bail on the whole blueprint part of the video. I don't need it, and if I can save any time at this point, I'm going to do it.
Anything. No, we'll see. I might be back. Take it easy, guys. We'll talk soon. So this is.
I'm just trying to keep as much as I can right now. I'm just cutting out the stuff that absolutely doesn't need to be in there, and then we can decide. I probably won't do that, but probably won't include any design if I'm being honest.
So this is where we're going to be constructing the actual top part of the gondola. You can see there's a mount where there's a big concrete footing here. And then there's another 2 there. And then you can see, you can kind of basically see.
Okay, don't need to worry about any of this right now. I mean, this one I can chop out until I walk on the screen. We can get rid of this. And then this is where I started kind of editing things.
Except there is one thing that I'm really not looking forward to. I've been dreading going down here. It's a pretty thick bush. There's definitely going to be ticks down there. But I got to clear the way for the gondola.
Okay, and then at this point I'm going to say something like, if I'm going to go down there, I'm going to need to prepare. Don't know. And then we have all these shots. Do-do, do-do. Really dumb stuff.
Okay, that's good.
It's the loudest thing ever.
This. And then I'm going to check it. Good. Okay.
Okay, all this is fine. This is all fine for now. This is all fine for now. I'm not going to worry about this too much. What happens here?
So, that sucked. I'm less confident about this whole thing.
Right, because this is a pretty crucial moment here, I think.
We've cleared the way. I'm gonna be honest. Up until this point, I haven't been down. Up until this point, I haven't been down here for quite some time. And now that I'm looking at it, I don't know how this is gonna work. For some reason, I didn't realize this road was right here. And this has been pretty brutal. Not gonna lie, I have not enjoyed this process at all. But at least I can see down here now. And I can assess, I can properly measure the distance. Figure out what I need to do. But as of right now, I'm not feeling super confident about this whole thing. At least I have a good path to it. I want a shower.
Right, and then it cuts to...
Action. Yep.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of nice, just like accidental nice shots in this.
So that sucked. I'm less confident about this whole thing after having a thorough look down that hill. The actual gondola part's not going to be hard. It's kind of dealing with the terrain. So, I don't know. I'm not done. I gotta go back down there and clear some more space, but at least I can properly measure the distance. And I could throw like a decoy string down there so I can kind of see how it's gonna hang between the trees. And then if I can make it fit, still gonna have to figure out how it's all gonna work down at the bottom, because I thought the bottom was a lot flatter than it was. There's not a lot of solid terrain down there. It's almost like kind of like boggy down there. God, my sleeves are sweating. It's kind of boggy. So I don't know about like putting footings down there or anything, but we're just gonna see. But I'm gonna take a break. Admittedly, I haven't done anything that physical in a while, despite living on the farm. Day-to-day tasks aren't quite like that, so we will see. We will assess and we will see. I didn't see a single tick down there, but I'm going to do a thorough check now that I've got. I'm going to jump in the shower and do a thorough check. But we will see. We will see.
So, and then we cut to me trying to get the string down there. And I end up not being able to throw it, so then I have to just walk down there.
I'm coming down here with the hedge trimmer, so I'm cleaning all of this up. This is starting to be a fun
90. Oh, 270. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah. Oh. Look at it go. Woo! This is starting to be a fun. This is starting to be fun. I didn't realize how much work this was going to be, how difficult it was going to be. Maybe it's just because it's super hot lately. But it's kind of nice. There's like really cool birds. Sorry, there was a bug. There was a bug on me. I don't know what kind of bug it was, but really cool bird sounds. and it feels nice down here. You know, like I'm just like in this little world. I saw deer a second ago. And down there, it's actually really cool too. So, you know, I'm starting to appreciate the wildlife a little bit more, which I think is a good thing. It's messy, it's chaotic, it's thick, it's a lot. You know, this is the opposite of sitting on my computer modeling things, and I'm appreciating it, I think.
What?
Crazy hot. Hey, Dusty.
Trying to understand what.
It looks like a makeshift beaver dam.
Who did this?
Beavers. No, I don't know.
The ground's a lot more solid down here than I thought.
Are you done?
Yeah. We're going back up, baby.
I can have my team burger.
You can go eat some burgers.
Oh, that's fun. There's some fun stuff there. Oh my god, magpies are my favorite. We don't see them a lot on our property, but the last few days we've been seeing so many. I wonder if the fires are kind of like bringing them over. Oh, there's Dust. Look how cute she is. She's so cute. She's just a little guy. So we've been having quite a few magpies here, and we have so many Steller Jays. The cool thing about Steller Jays, I didn't realize, apparently they're part of the crow family. And so they're extremely intelligent, and I think they're part of the crow family. I could be remembering that wrong. But they they mimic the sound of a hawk to try and get other birds away. And they totally do. They sound like little hawks all the time. And so we're always like, oh, there's a hawk. And then it's always the Steller Jay. Even though we have like millions of hawks here.
Oh.
Okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna take a bit of a break. I just remembered I gotta go. It's been 3 hours anyways. I gotta go to the store to grab some bottled water and some other stuff. Because I'm out, and I gotta grab chicken food too. So I gotta go do that stuff, and I could take a little bit of a break. My eyes are starting to get pretty sore, but go to the stove. But we're gonna get through all of this, and realistically, even if it takes me a couple days, if it takes me if I can get through a few of these per day, just do chunks. I still got to fix the gondola. It still doesn't work. So, every color is in some kind of bag. Oh my gosh, nice. We're all kind of organizing today. I'm excited. I'm getting more excited about this. I think there's going to be a lot here. And it's going to be very authentic. I think we're going for straight up authentic, and I'm I think I'll still do the intro, but I almost want to scrap all the weird stuff. That's kind of what I'm feeling, but we'll see. Yeah, it feels like a story might be coming together, and it's like there's enough here that I don't think I need to add too much, and like the authenticity thing is something I've been really striving for. And the less I have to I mean, I like making silly videos that have like these crazy. I think I'll still include some of that stuff, but instead of like, I was thinking about like really front loading the beginning of the video with all the cinematic stuff. I think maybe what I'll do is I'll still include all that stuff, but I'll pepper it throughout the video more. Instead of going so hard, because I think that would be a bit jarring if it's like super hard cinematic and then it just goes to straight up like really raw footage. So we'll see. I want to figure it out, obviously. But I think I can do something pretty authentic, which I like. And I feel like that'll benefit the people that like that will be more inclined to enjoy the live streams as well, because the live streams are basically just going to be a super long version of whatever this video is going to be. So I will take a break. I will be back. We're gonna be editing all day, baby. I'll probably come back, do some more editing, and then I'll probably bring my computer inside and do editing throughout the night. And we're just gonna edit so hard for the next little bit. Except for the fact that I still have to get the gondola working. I still have to start actually trapping mice and filming all of that. So there's so much to do still. Like I feel like I'm like halfway done at this point, which is crazy. I don't think that's the truth. But I got to get this done. So we'll be back. I'll see you guys in a little bit here. Have a good, what day is it today? It's Wednesday. Yeah, have a good, well, I'll be back. I'll see you guys in a minute, in a while, like an hour.